Ever wondered where to start on your makeup, or are you being overwhelmed? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a very detailed tutorial on how to do your makeup as a beginner. This is foundation. If you have an oily skin, after applying your foundation, just spray your face with a setting spray or spray your blending brush. Use it to blend out your foundation. This will help block out the production of oil, and in turn is going to make your makeup last much longer. I do have a dry skin, so I don't need all of that. I'm going to go ahead and blend out with this brush. For your foundation to be flawless, use a beauty sponge to blend out after blending with your brush. If you want a very bright highlight, you can use two different shades of concealer, one in your skin shade and another 2 or 3 times brighter than your skin shade. I'm going to be using these two. This is LA Girl Pro Concealer and this is Fuera Concealer. This is in my skin shade, meanwhile this is way lighter than my skin shade. I'm going to be putting the brightest color directly under my eyes. Then I'm going to apply this concealer in my skin shade below that. If you want a full coverage concealer and you are using a hydrating concealer, after applying you can wait for a few seconds for it to dry down. When you blend out, you're going to have a much fuller coverage. Only if you're using a hydrating concealer. If you're using a matte concealer, if you wait for it to dry down, it's going to be very difficult to blend out. This bright concealer closest to my eye is a hydrating concealer. Meanwhile, this other concealer that is darker in my skin shade is a matte concealer. So I'm going to start by blending this out. After that, I'll blend out the brightest color. After blending out your concealer, if you use the beauty sponge, you can go back in with the part on the beauty sponge you used in blending out your foundation to further blend your concealer so they blend together seamlessly. Now it's time to set your product in place. If you have an oily skin, you have to set your entire face in place, but if you have a dry skin, it is not really necessary to set your entire face. Setting your concealer will just be enough. So I'm going to be setting just my concealer in place. Now I'll be doing my brows. First I'm going to brush out with a spoolie. I'll be using a brow pencil. I find that when it comes to doing the brows, it is very much easier if you follow your natural brow shape. I'm going to start by outlining the bottom of my brow by drawing light strokes. As you can see, I'm just following my natural brow shape. The first stroke I did, you see, I started from the beginning of the brow on the top part. Don't go all the way to the start of the brow. It's going to make the brow look very dramatic, except that's the look you're going for. But if you want a soft and more natural look, start somewhere here on the top. So I'm just going to outline the top part. That is done. So the next thing after this, you fill in the sparse spots. As you can see, there are some areas on my brows that are sparse that looks like I have no hair. So on those areas, just fill in the spots. When it comes to this part of the brow, draw hair-like strokes. Go in an upward direction to mimic your natural hair strokes. You see how natural the brow look? Brush out, brush the start point upwards. Brushing out the brows will remove the excess brow product and makes the brow look more natural. It doesn't matter if you don't get this right the first time, just keep practicing and your brows are going to improve. Now clean the brows with a concealer to make the brows more defined. You need a flat brush and a concealer. This is the same concealer I used on my under eye. I'll wipe the excess against my skin. Use the concealer to clean and highlight from the arch of the brow. Alternatively, you can use a concealer that is like 2 shades darker than your skin tone to highlight the start point of the brow. That will give you a more defined brow. You can put the excess concealer on your lids. If you're doing eyeshadow, this will help serve as your eyeshadow base. If not, it's going to help brighten up your eyelids even if you don't apply eyeshadows. I love the way the top of the brow is looking, so I'm not going to do anything on the top part. You see what I did there? If you compare both, you're going to see that this looks a lot much better than this. I'm going to do same thing here. You can use your sponge to blend out. After blending, you should set the concealer in place with the powder. I'm going back into that same powder I used to set my concealer on my under eye. I'm going to be showing you a basic eyeshadow technique. It has to do with applying a transition shade, then you apply any color of your choice to your lids. A transition shade is usually a color that is very close to your skin shade, that is not very harsh. This color is a color that I find to work very well with my skin tone. It's a light brown eyeshadow, but it has a little bit of orangey tone to it. So I'm just going to go into this and apply this all over my crease. And when you are applying your eyeshadow, if you hold the brush on the end part, it's going to give you a better blend, but if you hold it on the middle part, it's going to make the eyeshadow very dense and pigmented, if that makes sense. I'll be doing same thing here on this other eyelid. I'm going to be using this darker brown shade. Please ignore the noise. There's a lot of wind going on here today. I really don't know why. Mamma mia, è molto serioso. I'm going in with this dark brown shade. I'm going to blend this into my crease. Your crease is the deepest part of your eyes. This part on which there is a fold on my lids at the crease. This is where you should apply the brown eyeshadow. After that, what you should do is to use a clean brush to blend this darker brown into the first color you applied. I don't know if you see what I'm doing. Because this is a big brush, I am holding it at an angle. I'm not putting it directly on the lids. I'm holding it at an angle to blend out the edges. I'm going to repeat the process on these other lids. But I don't know if the camera is picking it up. As you can see, this part of the lids is dark, while this part is a little bit brighter. It's the same thing for this other eye. So now the next thing you should be doing is to apply your eyeliner. If you're just starting out, you should try to get an eyeliner that have a very thin brush. It is going to make it much easier to line your eyes. This brush is huge. It's very huge. I'm going to start from the inner corners of my eye, then I'm going to work my way up to the outer corner. Try to line as close to your lash line as possible. You should repeat the process on your other eye. After that, if you want, you can line your waterline. I'm going to be lining with this black pencil. You can do tight lining. Just gently place a pencil on your waterline, close your eyes and just drag through. If you did mess up, don't be afraid to clean up. You see how much difference that makes to my eyes? Now I'm going to bronze. So what bronzing does is to bring back warmth to your face. So using this shade from this palette, apply this directly on your cheekbones, on your jawline. I'm going to be contouring with this palette. Contouring is a bit different from bronzing, because bronzing brings warmth to your face, while contouring brings shadows to your face. You apply this on the hollows of your cheeks, like directly under your cheekbone. You can use what's left on the brush on your jawline. It will help your jaw look more defined. To create shadows around your nose, use the same palette. Just go on the sides of your nose up to the start point of your brow. When you extend it to the start point of the brow, it's going to make brow look more natural. Do you see the difference? Just look at that. I don't know if you see the difference, but it does look like my nose is smaller on this other side compared to this other side. Now you should apply your blush. I'm applying the blush on my cheeks. I don't know if you see this, but it's very pretty. A little trick I like to do is to just dab the leftover on the brush on the tip of my nose. After that, you should go all over your face with a finishing powder using a very big brush like this. This is further going to give your skin a more smoother finish and an airbrushed effect. I'm going to be applying highlighter. You should put this on the highest point of your cheekbone. I love to put a little bit here on the tip of my nose. If you'd like to open your eyes a little bit more, you can use a smaller brush to apply a bit on the inner corners of your eyes. The next thing you want to do is to line your lips if you're going to be wearing a lip color. This helps your lips look more defined. It doesn't matter what color you decide to wear on your lip with this look. Any lip color will go with this look, but I've decided to go with a nude lip color. This is a matte lip color. I do not like a matte lip look, so I'm going to go over that with a little bit of gloss. This is how much I'm using. Now I'll be applying mascara to my lashes. When you apply your mascara, try to wiggle. This will ensure that every hair strand on your lashes gets coated. Like this video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't, also check out my other videos.